People use CO2 lasers to cut wood, acrylic, leather, normal stuff, but today, we're testing 10 completely random materials to see what actually happens when you hit them with a laser beam powerful enough to start small emotional problems. Some of these should work perfectly, some of these absolutely should not. And one of them smells so bad I'm pretty sure my lungs unsubscribed from life. Let's start with the most important material known to mankind. Yes, pizza. Because every laser owner eventually reaches the same question. Can I laser cut food? Now normally I use air assist while cutting, but for pizza, absolutely not. Because if I turned the air assist on, it would probably blow all the nutrients straight off the pizza. And immediately, we get flames. Lots of flames. This looks less like laser cutting and more like an Italian house fire. The cheese starts bubbling, the crust turns black, and somehow the workshop now smells like a burned-down pizzeria. And after all that, it still doesn't cut through. So technically, pizza equals fail, but emotionally, huge success. Next up, felt. This stuff cuts incredibly easily. Low power, decent speed, and the laser goes through it like it owes money. There's a tiny bit of burning smell, but compared to the pizza incident this feels medically acceptable. One thing I really like about cutting felt is how clean the edges come out. No sanding, no cleanup, no suffering. For once, something in this workshop actually behaves. And now, paper, which honestly sounds like a terrible idea. Because if you asked most people, can a laser cut paper without setting it on fire, they'd probably say, absolutely not. But surprisingly, yes. With the correct settings, a CO2 laser can cut paper extremely cleanly without burning the entire sheet into another insurance claim. Low power, high speed, very careful movement. And suddenly you can make insanely detailed designs, greeting cards, decorations, packaging. Or just pretend you're technologically advanced while cutting snowflakes. Next, leather. This is one of those materials that cuts beautifully, but smells absolutely horrifying. The second the laser starts moving, the entire room smells like someone grilled a leather jacket. But the cut quality itself is amazing. Very sharp edges, clean details, super satisfying. Honestly, leather is one of the best looking laser materials. If only it didn't smell like burnt cowboy. Now we move on to painted MDF, and this material creates an unbelievable amount of smoke. Seriously, the laser starts cutting and suddenly visibility in the room drops to approximately Silent Hill levels. But visually, totally worth it. The contrast between the black surface and the engraved material underneath looks amazing. The only downside is cleanup, because after cutting, everything is covered in smoke residue and burnt dust. Which means acetone cleaning time, again. At this point I'm pretty sure I spend more time cleaning MDF than actually cutting it. Next up, cardboard. One of the easiest materials to cut with a laser. Very low power, very fast cuts, super clean results. Honestly, cardboard is kind of underrated for prototyping, because you can test designs quickly before wasting expensive materials. Also, there's something very satisfying about watching a laser cut cardboard. It feels like the machine is actually enjoying itself. Now we're getting into the fancy stuff, clear acrylic. This material cuts beautifully with a CO2 laser. The edges come out glossy and polished almost like they were finished by hand. Which is honestly kind of magical considering we're literally vaporizing plastic with concentrated light. The downside, the smell. The fumes from acrylic are aggressive. I'm not saying it's unhealthy, but I'm also pretty sure my brain cells filed a formal complaint halfway through this cut. And now, gold mirror acrylic ... basically the luxury version of acrylic. Everything about this material looks expensive. The reflections, the shine, the finished edges. And somehow laser cutting it feels illegal. The process itself is very similar to clear acrylic. Clean cuts, smooth edges, horrible smell, but visually, absolutely worth it. This material instantly makes every project look 300% more expensive. Next, solid wood. This is where the laser starts feeling truly powerful. The cuts are deeper, slower, and much more dramatic. You can actually hear the material fighting for survival. Solid wood also smells surprisingly good while cutting. Finally, a material that doesn't smell toxic. The edges do get darker from the burn marks, but honestly that's part of the look. And finally, plywood, the king of laser cutting materials. If you own a CO2 laser, you will cut plywood, probably every day. It's cheap, strong, easy to work with, and perfect for signs, decorations, prototypes, boxes, furniture. Basically everything. The only annoying thing is glue pockets inside the layers. Sometimes the laser cuts perfectly, and sometimes one tiny section survives like it's the final boss. But overall, plywood is still the goat of laser materials. So after testing all 10 materials, what did we learn? First, yes, lasers are incredibly useful. Second, you can cut way more materials than people think. And third, pizza absolutely does not belong inside a laser cutter. If you enjoyed the video, let me know which material surprised you the most. And if there's another random material you want me to test with the laser, leave it in the comments. Because apparently destroying perfectly normal objects with concentrated light is now my personality.